And at this point, it seems the Nigerian government is either helpless or they don't want to let this thing die. And if someone wants to come and help, why not? If we are talking about national sovereignty, then let's ask ourselves, where is the national sovereignty when the terrorists were doing their work for all these years? A government is supposed to smash all this type of evil. That is what gives it credibility. But if they don't do anything, then although there are some international accomplices, because for this kind of evil to go for this long,
there has to be someone responsible.
Yeah, some people,
someone with power,
are benefiting from all
someone
this.
who wants minerals.
Yeah,
or resources.
The resources, taking resources is one part of it. Then,
but the control of people,
using religion as a way to silence all opposition, or perhaps decimate populations, now brings it to another level of evil.
That's nasty. That's evil.
Yeah, and I think if we just look at the Sahel area of Africa right now, it's like the global hotspot. Let's take the case of what's happening in Sudan. Two generals are fighting themselves over control of gold mining and export. Now, it's I don't know what to say, but
it's perplexing. And these two generals, they fought for what were saying it was liberation or like a war, and they were together.
They were together, yeah.
They were together, but now they're fighting.
They're fighting. So the whole of that area has huge mineral deposits. Huge. It's mind-boggling that we Africans did not, over the centuries, develop these minerals to give us technological advantage over the other parts of the world, because the minerals were there for us. Yeah, we could have as well mined them, created technologies, and given ourselves the advantage. Perhaps we could have been, but for whatever reason, I don't know. It's one of the questions in history, that we need to ask ourselves.
Do you think it's like a religion thing, or is a greed thing?
My personal thinking is that Africa, from the north to the northeast, had very great civilizations. No doubt, we all know that one. Whether it's Egyptian or Nubian or Libyan, they had great civilizations. But somehow, I think since the Arab conquest to that part of Africa, all that superiority just died out.
Dwindled away.
Faded away. And
then the vouchers came in.
Yeah. In fact, the Arabs perhaps were the first vouchers. And sometimes I know we always blame the Europeans. But the Europeans perhaps have not committed up to 1/3 the kind of evil the Arabs did in Africa. But nobody wants to talk about it because everybody is scared of the Arabs, because we feel that...
What power do they have over there?
The Arabs? You may not... Have you heard about the Trans-Sahara slave trade? You've heard?
Yeah, definitely.
Trans-Sahara slave trade happened for over 1,000 years. In fact, it ended just like some decades ago.
You can answer it if you want. Then we can edit it out. Just tell them you're in a podcast.
I told him. That's why he's bringing.
Oh, okay.
So
what power? Because when I ask about the power they have there, is either they have resources there to control the areas, or they have a manipulation of area thinking. Like they can control what people are thinking there, just the general mass.
Yeah, I think to some extent.
What power do they have? What control? Because for them to be there, they have to have some sort of power.
What I want to say is that I think the Islamic religion that came to Africa hasn't done Africa any good.
Oh, okay.
No, it hasn't. It kind of like really weakened the indigenous Africans, and perhaps maybe if you are in their society, what they may tell you is that they have Islamic scholars. Perhaps that's what they will say. But that having to rise again. It's not been, because the Islamic religion does not give Africans the liberty to, to project itself out. Muhammad himself, he didn't like blacks. He just didn't like blacks. So they always see Africans as like perhaps the lowest of people. But they won't tell us that. Like if you just read the history, it's all there. It's in their books. Yeah, it's in their books.
What about some people who go like Christianity is the same? When the Moses thing happened and they go like, oh, black people are supposed to be whatever. I think there's something written in the Old Testament, like I'm sure you know about it, and people talk about it. What does that say?
Well, perhaps what they will cite is that Noah cursed.
Which book is it?
It's in Genesis.
What does it say?
Noah got drunk after he came out of the ark, and his youngest son saw him naked. Instead of him to like go cover his father's nakedness, he went to his brother and laughed. So the brothers took
a robe,
and covered him. Yeah, he woke up and perhaps
he heard the news. Yeah,
and he cursed his grandson. Yeah, and the son he cursed was Canaan. But
what happened to him? Did he become black?
Well, they just say that no, it's not that. It was not the curse that made him black. Noah had 3 sons, so they say that Ham was the father of the Africans and some people from the Middle East. Shem is the father of largely the Middle Eastern populations. Then Japheth was the father of mainly the Europeans. Now, but even though Noah placed a curse on his grandson Canaan, people assume that the curse was on his son Ham.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the assumption. So for that reason, they say that the black people who are descendants of Ham in general, we are doomed to be slaves for eternity and serve others.
So what's the black part? Is it written in there, or
it's not?
It's just an assumption, like
just
okay, black people are the ones
that Ham,
who was slave trade and stuff like that.
It's an assumption that Ham.
So no color skin is mentioned in there.
No color skin is mentioned there. It's an assumption that Ham was darker in complexion. Maybe they assumed that the meaning of his name
would be probably African.
Not just African, perhaps let me see. Yeah, there is nothing here that suggests he's dark in complexion.
What's the verse?
This is not verse. This is just
the whole book.
Yeah. So, but when you read the Bible, you will see the descendants of Ham and where they settled. They predominantly settled in Africa.
All right.
Yeah, they came to, one of his sons was called Mizrahim, who is the father of the Egyptians.
All right.
Yeah. Then they have others, who like settled in that part of Africa and downwards.
Yeah.
So the assumption is that possibly Ham was a dark complexioned person. But interestingly, if you read the Bible, you will realize that even though Noah placed a curse on his grandson, Ham's descendants were very powerful. It's there in the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, they were not slaves in any way. In fact, they were the ones having slaves.
Okay, so what's this slave thing? What's this slave thing? No, you're educating me. So what's this slave thing that comes around like, oh, you're already doomed to be slaves and, you're black people and, you're just, so people predict the Bible the way they want to predict it.
Let me just read what happened. When Noah woke up from that something, he cursed his grandson and...
Because from my knowledge, according to the Bible, black people were cursed to be slaves, and their skin changed to darker skin, or some pastor was just lying to us.
There is nowhere in the Bible that was the case. Let me just read. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him, and he said, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants, shall he be unto his brethren." And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, and blah 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 to the end. So the curse was not on Ham, was on Canaan. Perhaps the effect of that curse was that the children of Israel took over the land of the Canaanites. Yeah, that is the only thing I can say is the effect of the curse. Nothing else. Now, when you read the next chapter, it tells you about the table of nations, for instance, the descendants of Noah. When it comes to the sons of Ham, and the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizrahim, Put, and Canaan. Now,
The Kush ones, I remember,
Kushites, yeah.
were the Sudanese.
yeah, and downwards, the Sudanese, Ethiopians, and all the people that came. Yeah. Mizrahim is the Egyptian.
All right.
Yeah. Then Put, they're the Libyans. Yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah. The Libyans and the people in that other side, the Libyans, Algerians, all that. Yeah, that area. Then the last is the Canaanites, who settled in where we now call Palestine.
All right.
Yeah. So perhaps they went on serving, doing their evil, doing their work, and settle on that land. This is my personal opinion, and I think I have the scripture to back it up. It seems to me that God decided that region, he dedicated that piece of land for himself. Yeah, I kind of feel that way. Because when God called Abraham, like you can see in my book, Abraham was born in Iraq. But God said, I will take you to a land that you don't know. Now, of all the places on earth, it was that land that God directed him to. And as soon as he appeared on that land, as soon as he arrived on that land, God appeared to him and told him, I'm going to bless you on this land, and I'll make your children great and all that. Then he went to Egypt, perhaps to find some help. God didn't appear to him. As soon as he came back to the land, God appeared to him again. And when the children of Israel went to Egypt, God brought them back and told them to sack the people who were there because they were doing a lot of evil on that land. Now, when the children of Israel themselves started doing evil on that same land, God said, no, this is my land. I'm going
You
to
need to move. Oh.
So
You think it's a personal land.
God has personal interests
and just
on that place, yeah.
Because a lot of events happens in the Bible.
Right there. And when Abraham and God had that, when God and Abraham had that covenant, God told Abraham that, look, your descendants will possess this land and all the other things that will happen and so forth and so on and so forth. So I would say it's God's land. He leases it to people, and it's interesting that when Jesus died, he told them that the Jews will be taken away from that land for a while.
Then they will come back.
Until they have served their punishment. Then he will bring them back. And since not too long after Jesus died, the Romans came and sacked that whole place, renamed the place Palestine, so that the memory of Israel will not be there. Now, for whatever reason, this kind of thing has never happened in world history. After like 2,000 years, the same people that you have scattered everywhere were able to regroup themselves and come back to that same land.
Wow.
No, there is, except we accept that there is a spiritual hand working all this. You can't just say it's just coincidence. No.
What about some of the people who like, it's genocide, killing children, bombing hospitals, innocent women, innocent men?
There's a lot going on there. I think there are two victims on that land right now as I speak. The first victim, they are the Israelis. The second victim are the honest Palestinians. These are the two victims that are on that land. And Hamas, for whatever reason, wants to just flush Israel out of that place. That is their intention. They just want to see that Israel does not exist on that land. But the fact is that they were not the first people on earth who have wished that. Down the centuries.
What about president or the prime minister of Israel is saying we need to wipe out all the Palestinians out there.
Well,
Is that
I don't
a
think-
fair statement? No. There was a peace deal done, and he's even bombing now. People
said-
are trying to resettle.
He said-
We know Israel has tried to expand its lands from the lands that they were given after World War II. But they're trying to expand and get into Palestine and killing and relocating some Palestinians on those lands. So we ignore that one. We go like it's God's plan.
Well, perhaps that was not Israelites' first intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now they're doing it.
Yeah.
So we accept it.
No, I won't say that we accept it, because what happened was immediately after Israel was declared to come to that land, some group of Arabs just fought them.
Because they don't understand the thing.
Yeah, but
Just
somehow,
imagine in Nigeria, we'll go like, oh, there's some Zimbabweans coming there. Oh, this is the land for.
so somehow Israel won that war. Then sometime in 1967, the group of Arabs came together again and fought them. You know,
Just understanding.
call
It's an understanding, like
they call it 6 days war. So now the thing is that when you start a war,
you have to be capable.
you should be ready for the consequences,
It is, yeah.
good or bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
So you don't now start to preach morality when you lose the war. It doesn't even make sense.
What if the war is over?
So if you had won the war,
Yeah.
you will be happy, won't you? You will say, we won this war. We have
Eradicated.
all this group. Now the land is ours to settle. But you only feel victim when you lose the war. But you started it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So when you are going for any warfare, like Jesus said, which of you will start a project without counting the cost? You know, or somebody going to war will not first ask whether he has enough resources to win the war. And when the war starts, he will send emissary to say, I've come for peace. You don't do that. You are supposed to ask yourself, am I capable
Of giving up.
of
What
winning
happens
this
if I
war?
lose?
Yeah. And what are the consequences if I lose this war? Meaning a war is a life and death thing.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't go
true.
there to play chess. It's life. It's people's lives. Breadwinners will die there. So if you are going for such a thing, you must be ready. Now we think about land and resources, but we don't always talk about
Lives.
the soldiers who die there.
Their lives.
You know, so you are sending young men to go fight on behalf of something that you are not sure you will win, and after you lose and the consequences of your loss, you begin to preach morality. No, you don't do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We ended up into Israel and all that because the question was when you said Muhammad himself doesn't like black people. What's your evidence on that?
Well, if you read some of the Quran verses and the hadiths, you will see it explicit that these were his preachings, and that's why they recruited lots and lots of Africans as their slaves. Now, the transatlantic slave trade came up because there was a trans-Sahara slave trade. It was the Arabs that taught the Europeans that you can sell Africans as slaves. The difference between the trans-Sahara slave trade and the transatlantic slave trade is that the transatlantic slave trade had Africans who survived all that evil. Like at least they had children and had more children and had more children. So you can travel to Brazil and see African descendants. You can go to the US. But when you cross over to the other side, they castrated almost all the Africans.
All the men.
Yeah.
All the women.
Yeah. They raped the women and castrated the men so that the men will not be able to give birth. So that's why you don't find, as it were, indigenous looking Africans in those areas. Yeah, but in terms of volume of people, they outnumbered what the Europeans did.
All right.
If not 3 or 4 is to 1.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for coming back to the studio. This podcast started with very informative information that we wanted to talk about because there's something happening in Nigeria. Just briefly tell us what's happening in Nigeria with the Muslim, what's going on with the fight. I heard the Trump administration is threatening to get involved in Nigeria. What's going on in Nigeria?
Well, the simple thing is that Trump told the Nigerian government to eradicate violent Islamists or terrorists. That if they are incapable of doing that, he will do that himself. It's just a very simple instruction. You take care of your government. You know,
What's going on? Is the Nigerian government a Muslim or a Christian government, or they're just not controlling what's happening, the kidnappings, the killing of Christians and stuff? Because some people might not know what's happening in Nigeria. That's why I said, just give us a brief
all right.
thing that's happening, because some people will not know. Like, what's going on in Nigeria? What are they talking about? What are they talking about?
We've got different Islamic terrorist groups. The main
They're
group,
operating in Nigeria.
the main group is Boko Haram. I think they started somewhere in around 2009. Their first leader was killed, but they have just been sustained for a very long time. What they do is they go around kidnapping people for ransom. They kill people.
It doesn't matter which religion.
They burn churches. Now they carry out sporadic activities, but the main victims of their activities have become Christians.
Okay.
And there are statements by their leaders of their intentions to wipe out Christians in Nigeria.
All right.
Yeah. So in the law, you can be guilty of murder if you have been shown to have an intention in killing somebody. So if you kill somebody, it can be termed manslaughter. But if there is an intention, the court can prove that you had an intention to kill the person, then it's no longer manslaughter, then it's murder.
Murder, yeah.
So, but in this
Well,
case,
how does it come terrorism? Because I feel like it's terrorism act that's going on there.
yeah, terrorism. Well, I'm not
You're not well-versed.
a dictionary person, but what about causes terror,
The
mass
terror,
panic,
yeah, and mass
panic,
killing.
fear, and
Is that what's happening in Nigeria?
Oh yeah,
Which region? Mostly affected.
mostly affected. It started in the north because we have a large population of Muslims in the north, and a small percentage of Christians. But somewhere along the middle of Nigeria, we've got a sizable population of Christians in that place. But these terrorist groups have started to move downwards. Yeah, and they just invade communities, burn their houses, send their cattle to their farms, and destroy their crops.
Get girls, kidnap girls.
Kidnap girls.
I still remember there was a high school that was raided. If that one was big,
Yeah.
said Boko Haram raided a girl.
Yeah.
That was nasty.
Yeah.
They even had babies with them.
Yeah. Now you're a parent.
Yes.
How can you imagine that you send your child to school and the child did not come back? It's unimaginable. When we think about all these things, we just assume, okay,
It's a conflict between people.
Yeah.
But no, it's horrifying. It's
Absolutely.
terror.
Absolutely. You can't sleep. So these are the things happening in the country. Unfortunately, the Nigerian government,
Why are they not acting? Do they not have enough resources, or there's certain interests and certain agreements they're having with those type of groups?
Nigerian history
Certain interests.
Nigerian history is complex. A Ghanaian rightfully did some analysis. He said during European colonization of Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria was already colonized by another group
Yeah.
who were some Islamic fundamentalists.
Yeah.
They colonized that area. Now, when the British came and met them, somehow the British could carry out their administration almost seamlessly in the northern part of Nigeria because all they had to do was to talk to the emirs. The moment they are able to convince the emirs, everything is done. But in the south, they had Christians and people who have to oppose
resistance.
Yeah. So by the time of independence, the British skewed our population analysis in a way that gave the North some upper hand.
Power.
Yeah. And up till now, the Northerners, theoretically, they seem to be more in number. But if you go to the northern part of Nigeria, you wonder, where are the people? I've been to Abuja, which is the middle part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
And you find more Christians in Abuja, but we normally say Abuja is part of northern Nigeria. And when I went there, I was like, this place looks more Christian than.
Yeah.
So these are the issues.
Just playing around with the numbers,
Yeah.
playing around with the statistics,
Yeah, and
confusing people.
And the politicians in the north are very loyal to their religion.
All right.
Yeah. Because of that, it's been very hard for the politicians to put a stop.
To what's going on.
Yeah, because they are sympathetic
to their religion.
Yeah. They will always want to interpret it with their religious thing
like,
and have a soft spot. Now, one of the times they say these people were non-Nigerians that came from outside. Now, the politicians themselves were the ones saying this, that they were non-Nigerians that came from outside. But we had military, we had immigration, we had customs. These groups were not able to stop foreigners. So when we talk about national integrity, for instance, it's now we're talking about national integrity because Trump has said something. So where was national integrity when foreigners were able to come into the country?
And create militias.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's very
Someone
funny.
is funded and someone is planning it.
There was an article I read from Harvard International Review in 2006 or 2016. It was titled "The Rise, Fall, and Rise Again of Boko Haram." Now, I was shocked when I read that article because it came from America. It came from Harvard University. So
they know.
Yeah. The key point in that article was that Barack Obama's administration, France, Britain, and Saudi Arabia were themselves like funding this group.
Oh.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
It's clearly written in
for
black
what
and white.
Purpose? I want to know.
And one of the American government officials said the destabilizing of Nigeria works for the foreign policy of America. So somehow they kind of take pride in
destabilizing funding.
Yeah.
And when it happens, I didn't know it was happening.
So even in the article said,
I need to read that article.
I'll send it
to me. Yeah.
The article said, while Michelle Obama was doing hashtag Bring Back Our Girls.
Yeah, that's the boarding school I was talking about.
Yeah. She started that hashtag Bring Back Our Girls. But the government itself was secretly
funding.
Yeah. On one hand, the Nigerian government of Goodluck Jonathan was paralyzed. They could not win the war because the American soldiers that they brought to come and help them fight the war
started sort of like siding with.
Yeah, they trained the Nigerian soldiers in a way that they will not be able to overcome the terrorists. So when Goodluck Jonathan got frustrated, at a point he said he didn't want to get anything in America. Now he decided to get help from South Africa.
South Africa was.
That the short time that South African group came, they started having an upper hand over these guys. Unfortunately, Obama made sure that Goodluck Jonathan lost that election, and he lost that election. Buhari came, and with Buhari, they had free hand to continue all these things that they have been doing.
So that's why he's.
So Trump, perhaps, let's theoretically assume that he wants to end the evil that the other group of Americans.
Or it's just a popularity tick that he needs on Facebook and
maybe
on
not,
Instagram and on TV.
Maybe not, because.
Is he seriously wanting to end this?
You remember ISIS?
Terror thing?
You remember ISIS? It was in Trump's first tenure that ISIS was able to come to an end.
What about Obama?
So it was in Obama's
he executed
administration.
the duty.
The who?
The duty. He took out what's his name? The one they were
Osama.
accusing Osama bin Laden and all.
Yeah, so that's like one side of the equation. That's one side of the equation. The other side of it is that whatever happened, the Obama administration gave opportunity for all that uprising in the Middle East that caused all that mayhem, the rise of ISIS, and caused a lot of destruction, to the extent that was what finally led to the death of Gaddafi.
Which was sad for me.
Because
some people will not agree with me. But
so when
I felt
Obama,
like Gaddafi,
when Trump came, Trump came and said, no, we are going to end all these things, and he ended it. At least he ended all that ISIS crisis. He ended it. Let's kind of hope that he can.
He has good intentions for that.
The Boko Haram thing, because on one hand, it's an embarrassment to us Nigerians. On the other hand,
it feels like the military is incapable.
there's a lot.
happening.
Yeah,
It's not as simple as that.
No.
Thank you very much for coming. Doctor, he always correct me. Django. Did I say it right? I always say Django. Django, Agina-Obu. The doctor himself, he has been here before on the Pondre Show. Today we're talking about a lot of topics. This terror one, which is going on with the Christians and stuff, we started it as a pure discussion. People will see us setting up mics and stuff like that. But it was important. Knowledge is important. It went biblical. It went to the current Israel issues. It went to the Nigerian issue that's going on at the moment. I forgot to say, happy 50th birthday. It's a late one, yeah?
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't know, brother, that you were turning 50 this year. When was it, by the way?
It was about some days ago. Was it last week?
Yeah. What's the date?
On Thursday last week, 30th October.
Yeah, we'll save it on our screens here.
Yeah, the one remarkable thing about this year's birthday is that it happened on Thursday.
Okay.
And I had known long ago that I was born on a Thursday.
So we were born the same day of the week.
Oh, you are born on Thursday too?
1st of September 1983 was a Thursday.
Oh.
Yes, sir, we're Thursday kids. What did you do? Except for working and all that.
Yeah, sometime later, my wife and my kids took me to a nice restaurant in Morabin, and I had a very good lunch.
Do you feel like you're 50? Is there any difference?
There's no difference. My daughter asked me, how do you feel now that you're 50?
When I get to those years, I want to feel it.
I still feel like I felt when I was a teenager.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think that. Perhaps it's when
You're
I
just more mature.
Yeah.
More information in your head.
Yeah. But within me, I just kind of feel I'm still me.
In the 50 years, you've managed to do engineering, you've managed to do a lot of things in health, you've managed to do a lot of mentoring around. Is that still going on?
Yeah, that still goes on. The online space.
Apart from the parenting stuff.
The online space gives you opportunity to keep mentoring. Yeah, that I still do. And I'm thankful that I have a group of people that come to me from time to time to seek counsel.
Including me. That's why I said it in the intro when we started anyway.
Thank you.
A while ago.
Thank you. Yeah.
We were being too serious. We started the podcast, boom. Never had the opportunity to say, how was the day yesterday? It just was full on because we were angry at each other. Took us a long time for you to come back, 3 years.
I know. I know. We were so busy. You went to Zimbabwe.
Yes.
I came back after I came back home.
Talking about that, brother, how was your African mission? What was it all about?
Yeah,
so you were traveling around, and tell us how it started, how you organized it, and where you went.
Yeah, I joined my church's International Missions Bible College to go to 4 African countries. We have this Bible college where we train pastors and Christian ministers in their work. It started here in Cranbourne, but an opportunity opened up in Africa. It's not just in Africa. Right now, it's opening in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
So we have trainers who go there. It's a mobile Bible college. So we have trainers who go from place to place, teaching local pastors, training
ministering
them,
as well,
and all that. So when I went there, I joined a group and took some classes to
be able to train and stuff.
Yeah, I did that for like 5 weeks.
Wow, you're a busy person.
Yeah, it was.
How was it? Which countries did you go to?
We first landed in South Africa.
Yeah, how was it
My
there?
first time in South Africa. We visited we went to 4 places. Some of those names I can't remember.
Yeah.
We landed first from Johannesburg to Pretoria, then two or three other places.
How was the energy in South Africa?
South Africa is another world of its own. Fortunately or unfortunately, most of the people that we are our audience, we are Congolese.
Okay.
Yeah, Congolese
like
refugees.
Immigrants and stuff.
Congolese refugees. They don't. Many of them have not even got immigrant status at this.
They'll be
point.
just
1 or 2 of them, and I really felt bad for them because
it's an African country.
I was so sad. I said, these people are supposed to live like kings because of the vast abundance of mineral resources in their land, in their country. They're supposed to live but now they have to run away for their lives. And when they tell you pathetic stories, that broke my heart. I was just like, no, this thing is not fair. In fact, when I came out of that trip, I kind of felt very sad Because I was like, how do people who are supposed to have the best of lives now live like slaves? You know? So yeah, well, that's a conversation for
Another day. Yeah,
another
yeah,
day.
yeah. I don't want to make
Yeah.
you feel sad. When you come to the point where it's a happy place, brother.
From South Africa, we flew to Namibia,
Mm-hmm.
and our audience once again we are Congolese.
All right.
Yeah, they were in refugee camps.
Mm.
I said, "Wow, this is another world of its own." Anyway, we attended
Met
to
a
them.
couple of locals as well.
Yeah, we attended to them. Then went back to South Africa. From there, we flew to Zambia, Lusaka, Zambia.
You were skipping Zimbabwe. You were just, hey, brother.
Well,
As a person from Zimbabwe, you were just flying over Zimbabwe.
Just allow me. I will
Yeah.
land. I will tell you what happened. And we did some work in Zambia. Zambia was the first place I got mosquito bites. After a long time.
You are in a Sahara type, what do you call it, savannah or whatever. Not Sahara, savannah type of mosquitoes. Big ones. They look like beds.
Oh
And
man,
they're hungry.
I was like, wow, it's been a long.
The time I had a mosquito bite.
But that's not very right. No.
Dude.
We have mosquitoes here in Melbourne too. I forgot.
Yeah. But back there, it's like when I went to Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe, right? It's like close to Zambia and stuff like that. That area, Kariba and stuff. They always say you have to have this injection. What do you call it?
What?
Protect yourself. Or,
Yeah.
yeah. Before you even go, when you are in Zimbabwe, they'll tell you if you're going to Victoria Falls, you have to have. I'll have to remember what it was.
Yeah, for me, I saw my doctor. My doctor gave me all that
Beautiful.
medication before.
You even traveled.
Yeah. And in Zambia, we were at a point we drove like 12 hours.
In the bus.
This is not bus. From the airport, the vehicle we first got broke down somewhere in the middle of the night.
You're telling me something that I need to experience. That's an African
We had
experience.
to get another smaller vehicle, and we drove for hours. And look at, I was the youngest member of the team. Imagine me. Yeah.
Wow, it probably you were like 48 or 49 or whatever. And you were the youngest.
Yeah. And the other two older women were the ones driving. Because somehow they kind of wanted us to come with international driver's license, which I didn't have.
It's easy to get.
Yeah, I didn't prepare for all that. Somehow the trip came very suddenly. So I couldn't work that one out.
I'm Zimbabwean, yeah, but I always get an international. When I'm going back home, even if it's my home, because obviously I'm using a Victorian license, but I always prepare myself to have an international because they act funny there.
Yeah, I didn't realize all this while I was just thinking that if I come with my Victorian license.
It works though. I don't want to lie, but you might meet some people like start acting funny.
Yeah, that was why they just didn't want me
to drive.
Yeah, they have had that experience. Like they are more experienced in that, so they have prepared themselves ahead of time. Whenever I will go for my next trip, of course, I will go with an international driver's license.
I think it lasts for 3 years. I think mine is still valid.
So yeah, we had a good time in
Zambia. How many areas did you go to? Heaps.
It's like
congregate. You'll be tired. How can you get on stage and start preaching when you're that tired? It's just God giving you the energy.
The moment you climb on the stage, you have new energy.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
The singing. Did you like the songs? Even if you didn't understand them.
One of the songs.
They get spiritual, yeah.
One of the songs I put on Facebook. And
I saw that one.
And it got over 180,000 views. Yeah, very beautiful, silent. It seems to be an old Swahili song, Kantashe. By the way these singers sang it, it was very emotional. Well, as I put it online before I knew, over 180,000 views. Finally, we had to leave Zambia for Zimbabwe in a bus.
Yes. Was it summer, by the way? I don't remember when. Did you go there summertime? Yeah, because mosquitoes will be there summer.
It was
getting into winter or August, when you're finishing?
August, September.
Yeah, that'll be summer. In Zimbabwe, it'll be like a summerish weather. Bus from Zambia across the border. Yeah. What about the passport? They will check on everyone?
They checked everything. We had to pay for our visa at the border and drove. By the time we got to Zimbabwe, it was midnight. That was like a 14-hour drive. We were totally exhausted. But the best part is I would say we had our best reception in Zimbabwe.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The guys there took care
Wouldn't
of us.
expect that. Yeah.
They took care of us so much.
Yeah.
We are put in a family accommodation.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys, they mesmerize us with love.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
proud as a Zimbabwean as well, you know.
Oh, yeah. I love my experience in Zimbabwe.
Look, it was good because when you were traveling as well, I could see you. Then I could say, if you see any other Zimbabwean, I might be related to them in a joking way. Yeah.
Now, one funny part of my trip was my team members were more interested in the wildlife.
Oh, I
Say,
see.
When we are traveling, they see animals, they say,
Snap
snap the photo. I was like,
I'm used to this.
I'm not. What's animal? Animals should stay in their bush. You know? I was more interested in the people, the locals.
Yes, the locals to talk to them.
Yeah, to hear their stories.
Yeah, understand them, see how spiritual they are.
Whether
you know,
spiritual,
yeah, how
just
close to God they
regular,
are. Yeah, just regular
how
life and stuff.
their day-to-day lives.
Because sometimes the way you're living affects your belief as well.
Yeah. So I really, that was to me most important. I didn't care about the animals. Should just continue to be in their bush. When I was in Nigeria, we used to go to the bush to set traps to.
No. That's why I said you're a true African. Yeah. Everything else doesn't matter. Just the message. So you also traveled to Nigeria, right?
No, I didn't.
They didn't travel to Nigeria.
No.
Just the southern part of South Africa, Zambia, Namibia, Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Namibia, you told me it was beautiful.
Namibia, especially their capital city.
Clean.
Windhoek, they call it also. You won't believe that you're in Africa. I was like, what? Nobody told me about this city.
You told me. You said, Ron, you need to travel to this place.
I said, come on, this place is finer than some places in Melbourne. Well organized. I said, what?
I should go to that.
No, you just have to. You just have to.
Or just the people themselves.
People, they are very nice. They're very nice. On one hand, I was talking with one of the locals, and she told me about her experience. You know, having lived there all her life, and she could see the transition. You know, from when they were ruled by South Africa. Yeah. So they were sort of like under South African, sort of like government and the apartheid type, yeah. Yeah. They were initially a colony of Germany. When Germany lost the war, you know, they shared their colonies to the other powers.
Yes.
And they gave Namibia to South Africa. Yeah, so the South African government ruled Namibia
for a while.
Yeah. Perhaps that was why they were able to set up all that system.
Yeah.
Put the city is beautiful.
But you just maintain it and stay that course. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's for them to have maintained
if you look at how corrupt the African governments may be, the roads might not be made and stuff like that, you know, and stuff like that, things like that happens. But if they still keep a clean city that's functional with with the buildings and stuff like that, and the roads still working, the hospitals are still working, you know, the police is still functional. That's great to hear. That's what you told me.
Yeah.
That's why I was impressed. Anytime you're going back soon for another trip like that, Asia this time?
No, we still have a lot of work to do in Africa.
You're doing another African one.
Yeah, so when I'm ready, I'm not ready now.
All right.
My team members went earlier this year and came back. They will still go next year.
All right. Oh, so it's a yearly thing.
Yeah, it takes, you know how our system here is, for you to be out of work for weeks. You have to plan
prepare.
ahead.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when you have kids. You know.
Responsibilities, house, mortgage, and stuff like that. Yeah. But are you looking forward to do another trip like that sometime?
Yeah, I would love to, but I won't. Last one I did was about 5 to 6 weeks. But this time around, I think I will not want to go beyond 2 weeks, except maybe I've prepared very much for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just as long as the wife doesn't fight with you. Congratulations, Tam.
Thank you.
You've, like I said, you're an author. You've blessed us with the book, Reflections of Abraham, exploring Abraham's journey of faith. I've seen that that book has got, as we're looking at it, if people can see it, there's sort of like 2 different covers.
Yeah, the first one is one I printed in Nigeria.
Okay.
And the second one, I just revised it, and
Did you change anything?
yes, something. My daughter read it
Wasn't happy with the first one.
and discovered a mistake.
Ah,
Yeah, and came to me to tell me that there was a mistake in my
First one.
information. I was like, "Who are you?"
that means no. That means the upbringing you're doing is good. Your kid can read and is able to criticize. Yeah, wow.
I said, "Men of God have read this book, and
And
none of them are."
no, never, it never identified.
You, a 13-year-old, coming to me to. She said,
See
"Yeah."
what's going on here, Dad.
So that's okay.
What was wrong?
It's about Abraham and his father Terah. In the first release, I said that Abraham moved after his father died. Somehow, if you read the Bible, you will just think that was what happened.
That's what happened. Yeah.
But what she did was she mathematically
Calculated,
analyzed the years,
events.
Concerning how old Abraham was when his father died, also, and came up with the analysis that, oh man, when Abraham left, the man was still alive. And I was like, wow, okay, I never thought of it that way, but it was brilliant. So I had to acknowledge her in the revised edition.
Revised. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm planning to do another edition where I will add, because I kind of don't know why I missed out a critical point in Abraham's life, which was the covenant God had with Abraham. It's not there in the book. And I don't know why.
Instead of redoing the book, why can't you just have a book that we concentrate on what a covenant is and what happened with Abraham and the covenant? You know what I mean? Then we just concentrate on that and the works that happened there.
No,
because if you want to rewrite it, we won't know which edition is which.
Don't worry.
You're capable of doing it.
Books evolve. It's just one new chapter.
Okay.
Yeah. It was not written to be like a theological book.
All right.
No.
It can be edited.
Yeah, it's
duplex.
Yeah, it's just what I did in the book was I take an episode in Abraham's life and I kind of relate it to ourselves as humans. If we find ourselves in conditions like Abraham, what should we do, and how should we,
interrupt and also what do you call it? Relate to the way we live in. And congratulations, a new one. A new one. It's right over there for people who don't see, but it's right over here for people who want to look at me and see it. Church Kids Career Choice, a memoir.
Yeah, Church Kids and Career Choice.
Yeah.
Talk
to us about this one, sir.
This book came as a result of my struggles, how I became an engineer and my engineering experience and how I moved away from engineering. And the main reason is that sometimes when you're growing up, you just take a certain career path, maybe due to one reason or another.
Pressure. Usually when it's enough, it's pressure from the parents. Say that you're a doctor or you're an engineer.
My own case was unique in the sense that my dad wanted me to be a medical doctor, but I was very spiritual, and one of those days I kind of felt that God was directing me to become a mechanical engineer. So I ended up becoming a mechanical engineering student, even though I kind of didn't like the fact that I was going to be a mechanical engineer. Yeah, it's kind of like tricky, And my days in the university, I was struggling between. I thought I was obeying God, but I'm struggling in this program. How do I find myself? At a point, I almost left the school. Wow. But I was.
It would have been bad. Isn't your dad a lecturer or something like that? Yeah, it would have been nasty.
Oh yeah. In fact, he was very disappointed because he kind of felt that I could do better, but he was like, this boy is better than this.
It's potential, but he just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. So when I graduated and he saw my my graduation grade. He was disappointed. I was disappointed in myself. Everybody was like, but somehow out of that mess, I got an engineering job. I was working, but I didn't still like feel that thing in me till I came to Australia. I kind of struggled with it. So the essence of the book was to see that another person doesn't make this kind of mistake.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the main reason I wrote the book. Feedback I've got has been tremendous.
I haven't read it so far, and it's a memoir. So
It's a book you can just sit down and read in 2 hours.
And are there other things that are in there that I don't know about you?
Ah.
Or you want me to just read it and find out and question you later?
Yeah, you will find out how I got my name.
Okay.
You will also know some things about my family history. This particular version also has story about my coming to Australia.
All right.
Yeah, different episodes. What I did was that there are some things I wrote on Facebook that generated lots of attention. So I copied and pasted and edited a few things and put them in the book.
All right.
Yeah.
And it can be helpful, both as a memoir and also spiritual, right?
Oh yeah. I've received feedback from Sunday school teachers, youth leaders, parents. One of the things that shocked me most was there was this young man in my church. Well, his dad was like a mentor to me. So one day I was talking with the boy is now in the university. So I was talking with him, and he said, Brojenko, that's your book. I have a friend in this university. He is very churchy. At the point he wanted to leave school because he just felt
overwhelmed.
Yeah. Then I gave him a copy of your book to read.
Then it came to him like,
Yeah.
there's more pressure than the There's some people who are experiencing some. Because sometimes if you see someone struggling, then and also hear from their struggle and their explanation of how they dealt with it, it can actually
It
helps.
encouraged the young man a lot. He just after he read the book, he was like, okay, wow, I think there's no need to leave school. I think,
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can I can walk through this thing.
So where can we get the book?
Yeah, it's there on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon.
We type church kids and career choices.
Yeah.
Mental. Django, not Django. Django Agina-Obu, the doctor himself. So it's just Amazon.
Yeah, for now. In fact, interestingly, I saw this book about Abraham on eBay.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that's how I bought the other one.
Really?
It's quick to come. I know I bought it on Amazon, but I wanted to buy it on eBay because it comes quick. But Amazon for me, because I've got an account and stuff.
Okay.
So but I wanted to tell you, it's on eBay. It's also on this website, like a funny website, which makes it a little bit cheap if you do something. Right. I'll have to tell you which one. So it's selling.
So possibly
whoever is your market strategist and stuff like that, it gets distributed.
maybe,
or you join something that can deliver it.
It could also be that somebody. I hope not, but it's somebody
it's printing it. We have to check. You have to check. Really,
I am not selling this. I have not put this book on eBay.
But it's there.
But it's there on eBay.
It's there.
People
or someone bought
eBay.
it, then they felt like someone should have it. Because sometimes when you read a book, you don't keep them like me.
No.
You just, you sell them again, then buy another one. Probably that's what happened.
Probably.
So you're not putting it on audiobook? Your books should be on audiobooks, brother.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, with this technology, people don't have time to kind of read. But I know I have to encourage people to read. It's good for your brain, good for your mind. But sometimes you're driving, you just want to play the book. And are you thinking of doing that?
Yeah, I am. The publisher gave me a contact, and we are still having a conversation.
All right, good. And also, what did I want to ask about the book? So, how about people contacting you? How can they contact you? Because sometimes they just want to know, okay, so how are you doing, brother? Where can we buy the book? Or you can sell them because you've got hard copies, right? You brought me a hard copy.
Yeah. So I'm here in Melbourne. So if you can come to Melbourne, I'll be happy to meet you in person. I have account on Facebook just with my name. I've got a Facebook profile. I've got Facebook page. So whichever means you want to use.
What's written there?
Yeah, you can always get to me there.
What's written? What's the name?
It's just my name,
Okay.
Agina-Obu.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. And also, we have a song that we've been hearing for a long time now. For a while, there's got heaps of videos. You are the songwriter. You're producing it, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not the producer, but I
Executive producer cannot. You are the executive because you're facilitating for it to happen. Yeah. Thank you for the rain. Talk to us about the song. How did you come up with the song? How the artists, the works that you do around it so that it becomes a song.
All right. I started writing the song when I was in university. My friend invited us for a school's outreach, a school outreach. And while I was playing the keyboard, I started noticing some melody. Then I noted it down. Later on, I decided to put some words to it. Finally, it took me a very long time. Maybe because I haven't seen myself as a professional music artist.
Right.
I've been doing a lot of things. So the music is just one of those things.
But it's one of those things, say, if you're in an African church, everyone needs to be in choir and stuff like that. What was the motivation?
Motivation? I don't know. I just love the song.
It just came to you.
Yeah, and one day I taught my church choir. We did this song in church, and the church loved it. Yeah, and I kind of felt that okay, maybe I can add this one as one of my contributions to Christian music.
Who sang the song? There's a girl there, beautiful voice.
Yeah,
tell us about it.
Right now,
how did you meet?
We have like two main versions, and we have the one you may see the name Ifiok, and you have the one you may see the name what's the name again?
We'll put it down. Don't worry about it. Yes.
Yeah. So
you're forgiven. Who forgive you for that? Yeah, who forgive you for that?
Okay, so Ifiok is a soprano singer, and somehow my friends in Nigeria got her involved, and she did that.
She has her own projects. Yeah. And beautiful voice.
Yeah.
So is it just your friends? You wrote the song. They said this girl is suited for your song.
Yeah.
Have you met her?
No.
You talked to her?
No.
Okay.
The funny thing is that my guys in Nigeria who are working in the studio brought her in. Well, I've chatted her online just to tell her that just to
thank you. Yeah.
And she's an upcoming artist. Yeah. So I feel that if I don't have a, how will I say? Okay, let me leave it there. Right. I just feel that if I add her name, it will also help her. Build her brand. Her brand, yeah.
Beautiful. What's the song about?
The song is in two parts. The first part is about Christian reconsecration. If as a Christian you are beginning to go off track, then you come to God and ask Him for forgiveness and ask Him to renew your life and all that. So that's the first part. The second part takes the assumption that God has answered your prayers and He has anointed you with the Holy Spirit and He has empowered you to go out and do His work. Then you are thanking Him for the Holy Ghost rain that has come upon you, not just on you, but on the Church of God in general, all across the planet.
Because I can imagine if the rain only rains on you and it doesn't rain on Tam when we're on Django. And Django, I told you I'm going to say Tam. So it's for everywhere. All the Holy Spirit raining upon everyone.
Yeah. And despite that, Christians are the most persecuted people on earth right now. Of all the religions in the world, Christians are the most persecuted. Right now, just
to check. Yeah.
Despite all that, there is a mighty move of God in people's lives across continents, and some of the most fascinating testimonies come from very unlikely places, like Iran. Yeah, even though Iran is constitutionally an Islamic country, the people there get revelations of Jesus and they become Christians, and sometimes they send them to prisons. But despite all that oppression, their faith gets renewed, and more people just come to know the Lord. Then you talk about Brazil. Then, of course, Nigeria. One of the things happening now is the NSPPD. We have people 7 a.m. They log online every day, and pray like 1 hour or 1.5 hours, and you hear testimonies that are mind-boggling. I'm telling you, if you have the time, Melbourne time here is about 5 p.m. If you go on YouTube, when you hear mind-boggling testimonies, like they'll be praying here, and the man of God will mention some diseases that he had never even heard about. And it's possible that the person who has that case is in Canada.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yo.
And they come with medical facts. This is not just all the medical documents. You will see them, and people give their testimonies. You will be like, wow, what on earth is happening?
Beautiful. I've seen you have already been doing it, like holding services, but now you post them, which is good. I can access your preaching. Have you always been preaching on stage, like on a service, sermon and stuff?
Yeah, I started doing, I think my first preaching was when I was about 10 years old. I went to church one morning, and our children church coordinator just said, come. I want you to preach this morning. I was like, wow, what should I do? I opened the Bible and preached from Matthew chapter 10. I still remember that.
Wow.
Yeah. Another time I was asked to read the Bible in the big church, and it's from John chapter 9, when Jesus heals the man that was born blind. So anytime I read those two passages in the Bible, my mind goes back. Yeah. Wow. Then I became a teenager, and I started to serve the Lord, and I started to teach in children's church. So that was like my first main platform. Then I joined this student youth group, and we were going from school to school preaching to people. So
You're a natural mentor, a natural teacher, from the word go, according to what you're saying. Continue. Sorry, I had to say it.
Yeah, so I've been doing that. Then later on, as I grew older, my next church I moved into because of so the pastor gave me the opportunity on Sundays from time to time to encourage the church. Now I'm here in Melbourne, and I've had the same opportunity too. My pastor from time to time will say, okay,
we'll give you
go on.
You don't want to mention the church?
My church here
are they invited? Just
yeah. If you're in Melbourne, come to Reveal Church. It's in Endeavour Hills in Melbourne here, in southeastern Melbourne. The church used to be called Southeastern Christian Center.
All right, now it's called?
Now it's called Reveal Church.
Beautiful.
Interestingly, when I first came to Melbourne, I was in a church that was called Southwest.
How did you find yourself in that church? Actually, that's a good question, because when you're coming from Africa, you kind of need to sort of like just look for the best place to settle.
Yeah, when I got a job in Dandenong, that was what brought me to Southeast. And I was like going from church to church, trying to find out,
where you're settled, where your family can settle as well.
Yeah. Then I was told about a Christian music ministry called Urban Praise. I attended one or two of the events, and I checked online, and I was told that they have Reveal Church as their event center. So I kind of felt that if I go to this church, I will meet somebody that will have their contact. When I stepped into Reveal Church that morning, it was like, you're welcome home. Unfortunately for me, there was nobody there that gave me the contact of Urban Praise. But I just felt that this was the place. Yeah.
The family adapted it so well as well?
Yeah, my family then, they were still in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
When they came.
Yeah, you introduced them.
And they've been there. They love it there. Yeah.
Beautiful. You should invite me so that I come one side.
The weekend,
I'm invited now. The weekend shifts, them. But I have to cancel here, and life is difficult. But also, we need to sort of like get ourselves acquainted with God. And also, I might just, because my wife goes to the other one in Dandenong. Okay. I don't remember what it is. They always go every Sunday,
Yeah,
she takes the kids. It's respectable. It's respectable, and I love it. But their father, too busy looking for weekend rates. But I need to also bring the family over there. It'll be a good experience.
Yeah.
You don't just announce me on the mic. Oh, I've got my friend Ron there. I'm too shy. I'm not shy on the camera, but I'm shy when there's a group.
I want to do that.
Yeah. I just quietly come, see you. Yeah.
I used to work on Sunday mornings.
See your pastor, talk to them. Yeah.
I used to work on Sunday mornings, but after a while, I just told myself that, okay, it's enough. I need to show to the family that Sunday mornings are no-go areas. I need to exemplify it for them to see.
It's good. It's good.
Sometimes after church, if I have work,
then you can go out. Yeah.
But that Sunday morning,
it's dedicated to. Yeah. What other advice you want to tell us here, Tom, or Dr. Agina-Obu?
Well, what I want to say is that we live in the last days. The prophecies of Jesus about the last days, we are seeing them being fulfilled in our very eyes, explicitly. You know, when you read the Bible and you see the events in our time, you will be like, oh man, whosoever wrote this saw the future.
They knew.
Yeah. For instance, I don't know whether there is any book from ancient history
That has a prediction of.
that said a time will come where people cannot buy or sell except they have a certain restriction. And it's a global thing. There is no book that had such prediction. 22 years ago, I was talking to somebody and I asked him, then I was in Nigeria, I told him about that. He said, leave that in. Nigeria doesn't have the technology to implement that. But now, the Nigerian banks, they have been streamlined to meet up with international standards. The Nigerian government is bringing laws upon laws to make sure that people, come at par with what is happening globally. Transactions are happening online.
On the phone.
Whether you live, in the most remote community or in the most advanced city, so the whole world is connected. And it's like everybody is building up. Things are building up. And one day I asked myself, maybe we may wake from sleep and hear that all these tech companies have become the new government. Just imagine that the tech companies become the new government. And whether we like it or not, they kind of operate as the government.
And they know most of the things.
They know not most. They have everything. They have all our information.
They know. Like, he goes to work, money goes to work. They know.
They know everything about us. Is there any government, perhaps China, but almost every government, the software, the hardware they use are produced by just a certain few number of companies. Microsoft, Google, and the rest of it. So even whether it's America or the UK, Australia, all our systems
It's the same.
are managed, as it were, by the same group of people. So those organizations
Can be a government.
are more powerful than the government.
Yeah.
So imagine how many banks do we have in Australia? They call about 4 big banks. All other financial institutions just work under these 4 big banks. So and the moment one of these banks says something, the other banks follow them. Yeah. So there is really no competition per se. So technically, things are just merging. Then one day we may just wake from sleep and realize that's
what it is. So you said your last word is it? It's the last times.
Yeah, we're in the last days. So if you're a Christian, take your Christianity seriously. That is what I would say.
Beautiful.
Take your Christianity seriously. And if you are not, give your life to Jesus. Because what is coming
is more harder. Dr. Django Agina-Obu, your book we will read. Your book, you say it is on Amazon. Church, Kids, and Career Choices, a memoir.
Yeah.
Fresh one. Everyone can see the other ones over there, including the new one. Before you leave, at some point, I'll get you to do another dedication. This one, because the other one you did it to Regina, I think. This one, I need you to do this one.
And we can do it at the end of the show.
Yeah, at the end of the show.
Yeah.
To my daughter. I need her to have one.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you come back. You know me, with time, because you're here. You're my brother. I can't let you go. We have to talk about a lot of things. But I really appreciate you coming, and I hope to see you sometime soon.
Thank you.
Give us more songs. Give us an album. This song is out. It has been out circulating for a while.
Yeah.
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 Take time, brother.
I met some people, and I work sometimes in a school, and some of those students come to me and said, "Excuse me, are you on Spotify? Are you?"
They would have researched, sir. They would have researched.
These students went online.
They would have researched because they wanted to know.
Search for me and...
Yeah, they wanted to know. That's what kids do.
Yeah.
But congratulations. My brother, I will see you when you come back.
All right.
This is the Pondra Show with your boy DJ Ronald the Custom Gladiator. I want to thank my brother for taking time. We have been cooking this interview for a long time. He doesn't show up for interviews when I call him, but today he showed up. And I want to thank you. This is your home. Thank you very much.